you start with a square. I'm doing it on a big piece of paper because it's always good when you're practicing a new fold to do it on a large sheet. So I'm starting with a 6x6, and it's patterned on one side and it's just plain on the other, so you'll be able to see how I'm going. So the first fold is a diagonal fold, and you go diagonal to diagonal, so just corner to corner, and then really crease down on the edges, and then we open it up and we go corner to corner again. Okay, and then we open it up, and then for the other two folds, to make it really easy for when you come to actually make that squash fold, which is the next step, I found that if you do the next two folds on the opposite side of the paper now, so I'm actually, instead of folding in on my pattern side, I'm going to fold in on my plain side. So the next two folds, which is in half and then in half again, I'm doing in the opposite direction. And the reason I do that is because that really makes it easy when we come to do the squash then. And what you're going to do is, I'm just going to show you how it's supposed to look. You will end up, when you do the squash, with a triangle, and it is open at the bottom. Okay, so I'm just going to open it again to show you that. So it will naturally take the shape. It will want, because you've folded those other two folds on the outside, it will naturally want to do the squash fold. So we're just going to come in like that, so you've got a triangle. Okay, and then with the triangle, I'm going to just turn it round so that it's the widest part is at the top, and you should have two little sort of flaps either side here. And we're going to just fold each of those. We're going to take one and fold it up to the middle, like so. And we're going to do exactly the same on the other side. We're going to just take that and fold it into the middle. And that is the fold for the Christmas tree. So when that's turned round, you'll stack those up, and basically that is what I have got here in all these little ones that I've got in front of me. Okay, so I'm going to take a piece of embossed. I've embossed a piece of card, so just one, yeah, with a holly embossing folder, and I'm going to use that to stick these trees together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by gluing the tree together. Before I glue it onto the card, I'm just going to glue. So I'm just going to pop a little bit of, oh, it sounds a bit springy. I'm going to just pop a little bit of glue inside. She said, oh yeah, oops, that's a massive splurge of glue in that one. Actually, I'm going to have to go to this one for now because I've just had an explosion of glue inside my tree there. So that's my bottom one. Let's have a look. So I'm just gonna, sorry, I just had a massive. So now I know that this one definitely works. Just going to be very careful. So right, I've got that. So I'll pop some glue on the inside, and I'm just going to tuck that next one in. And you can put it as close in, as far in as you want. I don't want to put it right in the whole way. So I've kind of just gone in. It's not quite half, but near enough half, I suppose. And then I'm going to get the next one and then put a little glue smidge inside that one. And then just put the next one in. And I suppose the main thing really that I should be thinking about is making sure they're lined up, which I've gone a bit awry on the first one, but it's handmade. So that's that one. And then the final one, just a little smidgy of glue inside, and then pop that on the top. And then obviously you could put a star on the top, which would look really pretty if you got a little, I've got sequins actually I could use. Put a little star on the top of that, and you can do more layers for this tree. It doesn't have to just be 4. You could have bigger ones at the bottom. You could have so if I just show you this, I could actually, this is a bigger one, I could actually have another one for the bottom. So you can build them up and make them as big or as small as you want to, but I'm just going to stick with that one, and then I shall pop this straight on the card. Again, you can layer up, you can have it on a shape if you wanted. It would probably look nice on one of the stitched frames, but just for the 10-minute little intro for today, we'll just go straight on to the card, and then literally that will just get glued straight onto a card base, and I'll have a Merry Christmas along the bottom. I'm just going to grab my paper pumpkin stamp set because I've got that right out in front of me, and I shall stick, there's a really nice Merry Christmas stamp which I'm going to just stamp onto some plain card. I couldn't find anything this morning at all. I was hunting out card stock that I've put away somewhere, I couldn't find it. So I don't know whether this tidy up lark is suiting at the minute because I can't find anything at all. Let's just pop that on there. So I'm going to just stamp the Merry Christmas like that. Just trimming that down, and then I shall layer that. So I've got that. There. I'm going to layer that on a piece of red card. So let's just stick that. I'm just going to stick this onto a piece of card and then just trim around it so that it's got a border. So let's just stick that on there. And then, oops, I shall trim that. And then that will just go like so on there. So I would probably raise that on foam pads. And just pop that on, and then I would layer it on a cherry cobbler base as well, just so that it ties it all in. So very traditional red and green of Christmas. So that just there like that, and then I would layer that onto a cherry cobbler, but I'm going to have to trim, I think. Oh no, that's going to be perfect, isn't it? So then that'll just get layered onto a cherry cobbler card base like that, and a star on the top, and that's done basically. So you could, if you wanted to, add a little bit of like if you had corrugated cardboard, it would look really pretty underneath to have it like a little tree trunk. You could have a little bit of gold even, or a little bit of glitter paper there if you liked, just to have at the bottom of the tree. You don't have to, just a little idea if you wanted to. And as I say, I'm going to get a star and add a star, but that is how easy that was. So hopefully it was just as easy for you.